Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the 21st Talks with me, Pranay Manyar. In today's episode, we'll be discussing about the most anticipated thing of the year 2020. Yes, you guessed it right, it is the COVID 19 vaccine. So let's get started. In the month of November, the American pharma company Pfizer announced that their vaccine trials have been concluded and they have found their vaccine's efficacy to be of 90%. This made them the first company to announce their results. Their vaccine trials included 43,538 volunteers, out of which a mere 94 contracted COVID 19. The Pfizer vaccine is an mRNA or a messenger RNA vaccine. This means that the vaccine carries the genetic material of the coronavirus, which replicates the spike protein. Despite the high efficacy of the vaccine, the transportation and distribution will be a nightmare. Since the vaccine has to be stored at minus 70 degrees Celsius, this could be a setback for many developing countries and rural areas across the world, since they may not have cold storage facilities to store these vaccines. To make things more complicated for this vaccine, two shots are required to be administered in the course of 3 weeks for a strong immune response. Another setback to the vaccine is its cost. As this vaccine is an mRNA vaccine built by sophisticated technology, the cost is projected up to $40 to $50 per shot. This vaccine might be too expensive and unaffordable for developing and underdeveloped countries. Shortly after Pfizer's completion of the vaccine trials, another American company called Moderna too announced their completion of their trials and announced that their efficacy of their vaccine is 94.5%. They came to these figures after they discovered only 95 volunteers have got infected with COVID-19 out of the 30,000 volunteers which took part in the phase 3 trials. Just like the Pfizer vaccine, this vaccine is also based on the mRNA concept. This vaccine is supposed to be stored at minus 20 degrees Celsius so it does not get spoiled. Having many similarities with the Pfizer vaccine, this vaccine is a 2-dose vaccine and these 2 doses have to be administered within the course of 28 days. Also, the cost of this vaccine will be as high as the Pfizer vaccine, which is somewhere around $40 to $50. Within a few weeks of Pfizer and Moderna's announcement of their completion of their trials, AstraZeneca declared the result of their vaccine. This vaccine is a collaboration between AstraZeneca and the University of Oxford. This vaccine is called AZ1222. AstraZeneca claimed that their vaccine has an average efficacy of 70%. The vaccine showed efficacy of 90% if a half dose followed by a full dose a month later was administered to the volunteer. Also, the vaccine showed 62% efficacy if one full dose followed by another dose which was administered a month apart. This vaccine is based on the vector vaccine formula. This means an adenovirus which causes common cold in chimpanzees will carry the genetic material of the coronavirus. When this virus is injected in the human body, an immune response is developed against the coronavirus. The other name for this formula is called the Trojan horse method. This method of developing a vaccine has proven to be safe and effective in the past. Thus, this method was chosen for this vaccine. Compared to the previous mRNA vaccine we have spoken about, this method is safer and more effective since no other mRNA vaccines have been approved for human use. The Pune-based company Serum Institute of India, which is the world's largest manufacturer of vaccines, has been awarded the contract to manufacture 1 billion doses. Serum Institute of India will sell this vaccine with the name of Covishield to India and its partners. This vaccine will be extremely cost effective at only 250 rupees per dose and storage can be done at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius or at normal refrigerator temperatures. This vaccine is an ideal vaccine for developing countries like India. Speaking of India, let's talk about Indian vaccines like the Covaxin of Bharat Biotech and Zykov of Zydus Cadila. These two vaccines are under phase 2 and phase 3 trials right now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the last week of November went on a 3-city visit to Bharat Biotech, Zydus and Serum Institute's facilities in order to inspect and review their preparedness in distribution of these vaccines. Indian Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan said that the Covishield vaccine developed by Serum Institute of India will be available for healthcare workers and COVID warriors as early as late January, and the vaccine will be available for the general public by March or April of 2021. The vaccines we spoke about today may have high efficacy and a strong immune response against this virus, but we do not know how long will the immunity last for. The answer to this question will come gradually in a few years after several people are vaccinated. Vaccines are our only bet and our only hope in order to defeat this pandemic. So let's hope and pray that the vaccines we get are long lasting and super effective against the virus. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, keep asking the right questions, keep searching the right answers. This is me, Pranay Manyar from the 21st Talks. Thank you for watching.